He said that he won't want to give us his name and date of birth until he talks to our supervisor. So.
And you're probably gonna end up going to jail because right now you're witnessing a crime.
Well, I asked to talk to a supervisor. He's here, so why can't I speak with him?
You can speak to him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll be in handcuffs and it'll be at the jail.
Do you have a driver's license I can see?
I don't.
What is your name?
I'm not going to give that to you.
You're not going to give it to me?
No. Why would I give it to you? I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, you're recording our property.
Your sign's a little vulgar and it's upsetting people.
It doesn't matter. You're not the free speech police.
I understand that.
I have a constitutionally protected right to say whatever I want.
What's up, CT3 fam? Welcome back to my channel where we highlight 3 clips and I'll recap with a few educational pointers to ensure your rights are not violated on your next encounter with the cop. My name is CT3 and I have a passion for police accountability and our constitutional rights. And I'm sure you feel the same. As you can see on your screen, that's my new channel, CT3 Live. Thank you for the support on getting me to 1,000 subscribers. But if you're not, go ahead and subscribe so you can support me on my next live audit. Now with that said, the channels being featured today are the Batosa, Rowdy Podcast, and Sean Porter Reports. Make sure you head over to their channels and show them some love, because without them, there's no CT3. And if you can, go ahead and gently smash that like button before the video even starts, so this video will spread and help put an end to police misconduct and educate the uneducated. So let's get right into it.
Do you have your information? Your driver's license?
What's that?
Do you have your driver's license or name, date of birth?
For what?
Because now you're a witness to this crime that we're doing.
What crime is that?
The crime that we got these people in the back of these cars for.
I don't know what crime they committed.
You don't have to know.
But how do I know what they did, though? I don't know what they did.
Okay, they broke the law. They're in possession of narcotics. That's why they're in the back of our cars.
Okay, now you're telling me that, okay?
Yeah. So, do you have your name and date of birth?
No.
Or a driver's license?
No.
So you're going to refuse to be listed as a witness since you sat here and videotaped the entire scene?
If you need a copy of the video, I can give you a copy of the video.
Well, yeah, but we're also going to need to identify you in our report that you were here videoing, so when we come to get a copy of that video, we can get that.
All right, let me talk to your supervisor.
He said that he won't want to give us his name and date of birth until he talks to our supervisor. So.
And you're probably gonna end up going to jail because right now you're witnessing a crime.
Well, I asked to talk to a supervisor. He's here, so why can't I speak with him?
Because you're refusing to give your information, you'll be going to jail for failure to identify as you're a witness to a crime.
So I need to give you my ID to speak to your supervisor? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Okay, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Why do you need to speak to the supervisor?
Because I requested to speak to him.
What warrants that?
Because I requested to speak to him and he's here.
Okay. So what's your point?
He's here, I need to speak with him.
You've got no part of the scene, right? But you want to speak to our supervisor?
You can speak to him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll be in handcuffs and it'll be at the jail. Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
Why aren't you understanding? You put yourself in this situation right here. You see that? You're on private property.
Private
right now.
or public?
You're on private property right now.
Okay, what does that do with anything?
Do you have permission to be here?
Did the owner trespass me?
Well, this guy...
He doesn't want you here.
This guy actually did call and tell us he wanted you to leave.
That guy right there?
Yeah. So...
What's his name?
So what's your point?
What's the guy's name that don't want me here?
So do you want to identify yourself so we can list you as a witness to this crime, or...?
I'm just asking a simple question. The guy that you just talked to, he doesn't want me here.
Yes.
So is he trespassing?
Would you like for me to go ask him to tell you to leave himself?
Do you already have that notice?
Yes, he told us when he came over here and gave me his business
Then why
card.
do you have to go ask him then?
If you would like for him to tell you himself.
He can tell me whatever he needs to do. If he needs to tell me to leave, I'll leave. Simple as that. He needs to give me a warning before he can trespass me.
Well, now until you identify yourself, now you're forced to not leave.
All right, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number?
Don't worry about it. You'll get it in a minute.
What's up, Buck? You guys got the same nameplates?
Yeah, Deputy Chelly, 315.
You like that? You got
Same nameplates.
You got the same nameplates?
Yeah.
Same person or?
Yeah, we're the same person.
We're all one.
He's the same person as me. There's obviously 2 of us standing here, but we're the same people.
All right, must be twins or something.
Yep.
Very well could be. So why'd you come over here?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
I don't.
So you just like coming and getting in the middle of crime scenes and filming them? I mean, it probably would have been a good idea to keep walking today.
Where'd you come from?
That's not relevant.
It's not relevant?
No, it's not.
So you just
How do we know you didn't get out of this vehicle? Go
Really?
behind and you're with them and you walked over.
Did you
Where's your
just
vehicle?
really ask me that?
Did I seriously just ask you that?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, it actually is a serious question. Why would you randomly walk up to this and then fail to identify
I
yourself?
already told your supervisor what I do. I'm a
It's all right.
journalist.
I really don't care what you do. It doesn't matter.
So, you have a question?
No, I'm just waiting on this business card and I'm out of here. That's it.
I gave you my name and badge number.
I asked for a business card. You said you were
I
gonna
told
go
you I
get
don't
one.
have one.
You didn't have to give me
We all don't
a
have any, man.
Okay, what's your name and badge number?
My name is Cameron Shelley. My badge number is 315.
Okay, thank you.
For
All right, now, like I said, I already told you, I'm a journalist. I gather content for stores. That's
fine.
it.
We had no problem with that, man. We just don't like the space. Everybody, I mean, CNN could come down here proper. We wouldn't tell them to leave. I mean, there's no difference just because you have a smaller camera. I don't care.
Right.
Just be careful where you go. Okay, that's
Right.
that's all we're trying to get at.
That's fine.
I have no problem with you videotaping. There's no issue. We don't do anything wrong.
And that's what I told you earlier. I didn't have a
Now,
problem with you videotaping.
now, Sarge, am I free to go or am I being detained?
Until you give your name and date of birth.
Hey, Pee.
Are you going to give him your name and date of birth or not?
I'm talking to your sergeant right now.
He's not talking to you. He's on the phone.
I'm not talking to you either. I'm talking to your sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Guess what? We both have the same job.
He's a
We'll
higher
identify
rank than
one
you.
way or another.
He's a higher rank than you. That's why I speak. This is who I asked to speak with. He's here, so that's
great.
who I'm speaking with.
That's great.
Okay.
But I made contact with you before he did.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure you're really versed in the law good enough in the fact that you're failing to ID.
On request
You
by
will
any
ID
police
or you
officer.
will not leave here.
I'm talking to
unless
your.
you're
I'm talking
back
to your
in the car.
supervisor right now.
What'd you say your first name was
talking
again?
to a supervisor.
What?
What'd you say your first name was again? If you told him, I just forgot it. Because I would like to address you by first name.
You can address me by sir,
Okay.
Mr., whatever the case may
So
be.
earlier when I spoke to you and I asked you to move back and you refused, did I not tell you that it was okay to film us? And I encouraged you to keep filming us.
I didn't say you didn't.
Okay,
Nobody has a problem with you filming.
Obviously, y'all
I'm just
guys are
trying
like
to make sure
right
that
up in
you
my face right now.
because you
I'm
injected
not up in your
yourself into
face.
this
If
crime
I were
scene.
up in your face, then you
All
would
right,
know.
you need anything from him? You good?
I'm good.
Do you want to make the move? Okay. Can you try and identify for us?
Yeah. All right. Let's go here. I like the argument. You're not doing anything wrong, and but here's the deal. They got a point there. I mean, your worst case scenario is that your camera would be a part of evidence, but we're not going to go there because I have a camera. I have plenty of cameras going, so I don't need your camera. Now, I don't think I need your video, man. I'll be honest with you. I got plenty of video rolling, but I'm just telling you, the worst case scenario, if something were major, yeah, we would need as much as we could.
Okay.
I mean, so just be careful with when you get into whatever you're doing. I know this ain't the first time; it's going to be the last time. Hey, man, be careful.
Wow, these deputies are the definition of tyrants. They were so sure that the Potosi was going to ID or go to jail. It's evident that they violate individuals' rights all day and every day they're on the clock. By the way, there is a follow-up video which the Potosi issued formal complaints on these two deputies. The supervisor was not the best, but overall he sent his guard dogs to the cage. The officers claimed that the Potosi was on private property, but keep in mind, if that is the case, the person in charge of the property will have to personally ask the individual to leave the property, which never happened. Law enforcement officers are allowed and encouraged to allow the individuals to control the encounter and most likely to intimidate you from doing something that they cannot lawfully stop. In the United States, citizens have the First Amendment right to record law enforcement officers performing their duties, so threatening someone with arrest for simply exercising their right to film is a violation of that First Amendment right. Additionally, trying to coerce someone to give ID without a reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime is an infringement on their Fourth Amendment right, which protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. Officers need a valid reason to demand identification, not just because they need to put your name on the report. Remember, the Potosi was in a similar situation like this before, which gave birth to Turner v. Driver, which is case law. There was a significant victory for the First Amendment and recording law enforcement during their course of duties. Let's continue.
Videotaping the police department's not a good idea.
Why? You guys are friendly people.
We are, but why are we doing this?
Why wouldn't we?
Because it's a security issue for us.
Is it?
It is.
I don't think so.
It is.
It's public property.
It is public property, but when you start recording our perimeter and our gates and what our activities are, it's a concern to us.
I've only been here for about 15 minutes.
Right. We had officers that drove by and saw you pulling out of here, walking out of here, and said that you were recording them as they left.
I did.
Yeah, and that's an issue. Why are we doing that?
I don't have to have a reason.
You don't have a reason.
I don't have to have one.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license? I can see.
I don't.
What is your name?
I'm not going to give that to you.
You're not going to give it to me.
No. Why would I give it to you? I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, you're recording our property. You're recording our building.
Sure.
And it's a security issue for us.
Am I being detained?
You are.
Okay.
Until I can get you identified.
And what's your reasonable,
because I want to make sure that you're not
suspicion?
doing something that's a problem for our law enforcement community.
So in order to detain somebody, you have to have a law that you're investigating, correct? So which law are you? What law do you suspect me of breaking?
Are you looking to create a problem here for us?
No, not at all. I'm being polite and cordial.
I'm being polite and cordial too. So I'm asking for
being
your
a little
name and date of
difficult.
birth so we can identify you.
I don't need to.
And be on our way.
Why would I need to identify myself?
Because I'm asking you to identify yourself.
What's your name and badge number?
My name is Todd Hines. My badge number is 200.
Okay. Your name and badge
We're
number?
recording you just like you're recording
Good.
us.
Yeah, like 216.
Okay, good.
So.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'd like to be on my way to go. I mean, you have to have
So are
reasonable...
you refusing to identify yourself?
Well, there's no need to.
3916. Can we get?
Are you a
17?
supervisor? Okay. You just called for a supervisor?
I did.
Very good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you bet.
I don't have any ill will. I'm not here to hurt anybody.
So
I'm
what's
not
the problem
armed.
with identifying yourself?
I don't need to.
You don't need to.
No, it's my right to not.
Oh, so you're looking to create problems is what you're doing.
No, you're just accusing me of that.
Absolutely, because you're refusing to identify yourself.
That's not against the law.
It's obstructing legal process if we have a reason to ask you.
What's your reason? I've asked you that.
Identify you. I just told you.
No, but I asked you.
You're recording our property.
I have to identify myself. Correct, and I have to identify myself.
Yourself.
If you have a reasonable, articulable suspicion. And what is that?
You're looking to create problems, is what you're doing.
Is that what I'm doing? By just filming and exercising my First Amendment rights?
That is my opinion, yes.
Okay, well, the good thing is the law doesn't go off your opinion.
But it does when you're obstructing our requests.
You can't, you can request, right? But it's not a lawful order.
It is a lawful order at this point.
And
as soon as my sergeant gets up here, he's going to tell you the same thing.
Okay.
Okay? But you're not free to leave. You are correct.
I'm not going anywhere. No, I'm not gonna, I'm not like that.
All right. Well, that's fine. So what's the problem with identifying yourself?
I just don't.
You don't have to.
I just don't need to.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I haven't broken any laws, and you just said you.
Nope, nobody said you broke any laws. I just said that your activity is suspicious to us.
Okay, and is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
Listen, it's a concern for our safety and our welfare.
And I'm not here to do any ill will. I've told you that.
We don't know that.
I've told you that.
You could be, who knows?
Well, sure, but I mean, anyone going by here. Do you think I would be out in the open,
not all
just in the middle of
activities.
daylight?
They're not recording our activities.
It's the middle of the daylight. I'm not hiding anything. I've literally hid nothing.
Believe me, people commit crimes in the middle of the daylight too.
Fair enough. Well, like I said, you're not
Sergeant,
accusing me of anything, which I get, and I appreciate you saying that. But that even more so just says that I don't have to identify myself. It's my First Amendment to film public officials doing what they do.
We'll see what the sergeant
Sure.
has to say here when he gets here. This gentleman's got a First Amendment right, he says, to videotape our activities around the police department, and is refusing to identify himself so that we know who we're dealing with.
Okay, you don't want to identify yourself?
Well, I don't need to. He said he doesn't suspect me of a crime or anything, and I'm just
asking.
No, but no, sir, I don't.
Just asking. Okay, we're good. Let's go.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
My name's John, by the way. Thanks. Take care, guys.
Cooperation.
What's that?
Cooperation.
Sergeant, what was your name and badge number?
Sergeant name and badge number 239.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
As we can see, it's the reason this older cop doesn't have any stripes. The first thing out his mouth is,
video in the police department isn't a good idea.
well, the Supreme Court recognized that it's a good idea to film police officers because it fosters transparency and accountability. Also, when Rowdy asked if he was being detained, the officer said,
Yes, you're being detained because I want to make sure you're not doing something that's a problem for our law enforcement community.
since when was that a crime to detain someone? I can't stress how important it is to learn your constitutional rights. This short clip teaches you everything you need to know. So let's go over it.
I need your ID.
Why? I haven't committed a crime.
You're detained.
In order to detain someone, you must have a law that you're investigating. So what law are you investigating? And then the cop will make it seem like you're trying to create a problem, and that's when you just request their supervisor. Simple. Let's continue.
Hey, I don't want to give you a hard time or anything, but I can't let you hold up that sign.
I'm sorry, the First Amendment protects my free political speech. You're live on YouTube, video and audio recorded.
That's fine, sir. Your sign's a little vulgar and it's upsetting people.
It doesn't matter, you're not the free speech police.
I understand that.
I have a constitutionally protected right to say whatever I want. I'm politically protesting Governor Larry Hogan. It's my First Amendment right on the right to petition, my right to redress of grievances, and my right to file a complaint in any manner I feel fit. By the way, I'm not trespassing. I'm on public property. I'm on a public crosswalk. I'm doing nothing wrong. I got a sign that you find offensive. That's not a law. Where in the Maryland Criminal Code does it say you cannot have an offensive political sign? Because free speech is not open to your interpretation.
I understand. We just got a call for it. And
I understand you got a call. You made your best shot. I'm not leaving because I haven't broken any laws.
Hey.
Okay, there's a thing called disorderly conduct.
I can't hear you.
There's a thing called disorderly conduct. If somebody finds your sign and your actions to be disorderly in public, okay, then that is a charge, and we can ask you to leave. And failure to do that, you can get arrested.
Get your commanding officer out here because this is political free speech, and I'm protected under the First Amendment.
Why are you shaking so much? Are you on the influence of anything?
Oh, now you're going that route, trying to say I'm on drugs.
I'm asking you. You're shaking like a leaf.
Sir, we're not trying to be nasty to you or anything like that.
It's free speech, and you can't do anything about it. Call your state's attorney's office. I talk to my lawyers every day. I'm in the newspapers. Every state's attorney's office reviewed it and said you can't do anything about it. It's free speech. You're not even supposed to be talking to me.
I'm not arguing on that.
Okay.
You're right. You're right about free speech. We have a call because people are offended by your sign. So.
But I didn't offend them. They offended themselves by not liking the choice of words I have for the governor.
Okay. How long are you going to stand out here for?
All day.
You live around here, sir?
I'm not making any statements.
Okay.
Other than the fact I haven't committed any crimes, and you know it.
Hey, sir. I never said you committed a crime.
You said I was disorderly in public, and I'm not.
No, actually, I didn't say that.
I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity, and you cannot make any law that will infringe upon it, nor apply any law that infringes upon it.
Sir, all I did was tell you why I'm here.
Okay.
I called about your sign.
This guy said I'm disorderly.
I said if somebody
Question
finds
for
your
you.
actions to be disorderly, then they would be disorderly, right?
No, absolutely not.
That's
My
exactly
my
what
free
I said.
speech is
So
not
you
contingent
understand?
upon someone else's emotions.
Okay.
You know that.
I have a question for you. We haven't been nasty to you at all. We've come here to
I'm
talk
just
to
telling
you.
you
And
what-
you've
He
been-
said he's going to arrest me for disorderly.
I didn't say that. I said
He
if
did.
someone finds your actions to be disorderly and disturbing of the peace.
I'm sorry,
then
but they're
you
not
could-
judge, jury, and
then you
executioner.
could be arrested.
Could be.
Could be. That's all I'm saying.
I'm engaged in constitutionally protected
There's not-
activity,
in my
sir.
statement, there was an if. and
Oh,
there's
you're
a-
giving me
there's
what
a
ifs and
could.
hypotheticals
That's
now.
right. That's right.
All right, let me explain something to you. I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity,
Okay.
and I'm not out here protesting you guys are burning down your city, so why are you all so personally pissed off that I don't like Governor Hogan?
Nobody
No,
is.
I'm not
That's
mad.
why-
Or
I don't like
that.
him. I mean, is my sign not, is it too subtle?
You're entitled to your opinion.
I'm entitled to be protected by the First Amendment, wrap it around me like a big old blanket while I stand out here with my giant Larry Hogan sign. I don't like the governor.
I won't comment on that sort of stuff. I'm just doing my job.
You understand we're here for a call for service. We're not here because we want to be, right?
Oh, you're here because you want to be. You should have told him there's no crime. You should have said there's no crime.
We have to come out for everything. If we get a call, we have to come. We have to come out here. That's it.
What was your name?
Officer McKenzie.
Mackenzie?
Yes, sir.
Arnold? B. Arnold. So we're just waiting on your whatever, Sergeant, commanding officer.
Pulling up right now.
Where? Hey, you too.
There's 5 elements to the First Amendment: freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, the right to assemble to protest, and the right to redress your grievances for the government. Mr. Porter is exercising all of those elements in this clip except for one, and that's freedom of religion. So we witnessed the male officer try to intimidate Mr. Porter from doing something that our founding fathers thought was so important that they addressed it in the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Imagine if another individual's feelings could affect us from exercising our constitutional rights. We would be in a lot of trouble. The female officer actions displayed, I'm just here to do my job. Well, unfortunately, just doing your job while trying to infringe on the individual's rights is a dangerous mindset. Officers have a duty to enforce laws and uphold the Constitution and respect citizens' rights. Claiming they're just doing their job can lead to a skewed view that their immediate task takes precedence over constitutional rights. By using the just doing my job excuse, officers may fail to critically evaluate the legality of their actions, which can further erode the public's trust in law enforcement. Good thing the supervisor showed up and educated these two officers. But that's going to do it for this video. Much love to these awesome creators. Again, make sure you use the links in the description to go check out their channels and show them some love. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you won't miss the next episode. And if you made it this far, thank you so much. You're the real CT3 fam. And without you, there's no CT3. Remember, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. And until next time, peace. Police.